little light on us. Right, we are live on the YouTube. Even though you can't see us.
Oh, it is really dark, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's like
turn it a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
we get pretty good light
is,
on
it
this
is.
one's got a good light. I mean, if you like,
Because this one's not going to. This is going to be the live cast. And, yeah, we are live. Yes, we're not ready, but we're live.
Yeah. This is going to see the behind the scenes.
I probably could get. Why is this not starting? We'll go to Creator Studio.
Taking notes.
Getting equipment set up.
Yeah.
You can see my old man glasses though.
You can't see your pawpaw glasses. And just so you guys know, we are getting equipment set up. There you go.
Yes.
So we're one step closer with the completion of the equipment setup. So,
tell me when you want to go live with the Facebook stuff.
oh yeah, might as well. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, might as well just get everybody going live. They can
That's
see
right.
all
Everybody
the
can just watch the shit show behind the shit show.
Yeah.
How's that? Good afternoon, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday afternoon. They are meal planning, hanging out with the fans, the fan.
Fans, yeah, the fan. Oh no, we did have a fan, but then that one dropped off. So so now it's just us, just me and you.
We do have somebody named Bobby listening on the live cast.
Outstanding. Hey, Bobby.
Hello, Bobby.
Nice to meet you.
Type in if you have any questions.
That's right.
Yes, look.
Yep. Okay. So equipment is getting set up.
Yeah, equipment's getting set up. Look, sponsorship. Like Onitas, little something, IPAs. Then we're gonna go back to local brews here in just a minute. We're gonna go back to the Good People IPA. Our favorite.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You know,
as usual.
It's my usual. Mm-hmm. So if they see this, it's what I always drink.
Yep. Always. Yeah. DC just got back from helping one of our guys,
Matt Johnson,
run 100. Double top yesterday.
Self-supported. So due to the COVID that everybody has heard of, hopefully by now,
COVID.
The COVID, however you want to call it.
So
Corona. Oh, ta-da! Look at that. Now we're in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So we know it's dark, but it's actually storming down here in Alabama. So we had to shift everything indoors. We couldn't set up really by that.
We're in my full basement. Let's see if we can shift it down. I guess
it's about as good as it's going to get. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah.
So maybe that one get a little better.
All right, today, what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about fitness, right?
Yep. Talk about fitness. So maybe we should. We'll start off with what is the show? Who are you? And
okay, well, the show is Sunday Smoke, and we call it that. The smoker is going outside, and we're going to try to not talk about this random stuff. We actually might even have a guest or two every now and then. It's very possible. I'm Mike House Family Fitness. I don't know what else to tell you about me. It's this my Vulcan imitation.
Yes, the Vulcan-esque, the magnificent beard. I'm as always, I am DC, your local dirtbag trail runner.
Just our local dirtbag.
That's fine too.
Yes,
just the local dirtbag. I'll stick with that. So
or little dabbler.
Yeah. Thanks, smoke balls.
Yeah.
So go ahead and start. Let's give them some topics and let's get rolling.
How are we going to define fitness? So what is fitness? I looked it up.
All right.
Fitness is the quality of being suitable to fulfill a particular task.
Whatever that task may be.
Exactly. It doesn't mean you have to be like guy in the gym, buff Bagwell. That's not, everybody thinks fitness, you have to go to the gym.
Yeah, the guy that's ripped up and everything else.
You can be fit to do your job. You can be fit to work for Blue Cross Blue Shield. You can be fit to work for whoever you work for. I don't know if we can.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Right. So, but
you have to be able to suitable to complete that task. So that's why a lot of people get lost. They think they have to go to the gym and get after it. But we're trying to be able to complete a task.
Right. And you really showed that the last few weeks since the social distancing and the stay at home orders.
Don't use those words together. social, and distancing.
I got it.
Physical distancing. Please.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. So the physical distance. But you've really showed a lot of people that there's ways to keep themselves active at home using things that they have around the house. That they don't have to be, in a gym, and they don't have to be getting out and
the perfect piece of equipment.
That's right. You can get out, you can walk, you can pick up that water bottle. You can,
That's right.
Hey, I'm. You know what? I had to feed the dog, so stairs back down a few times just to get the heart rate up.
Yep. Let's move that down.
So, that really, because I didn't think that way. I didn't think that let me just grab, local things and go.
Yeah. So we talked about what is fitness, and so why do we increase our fitness? It's like we're runners, and we're going to go that way and talk about why we increase our fitness as runners.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's cross training. Everybody wants to do cross training, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to run. Questions like that.
Yeah.
So
well, for me personally, what I have learned is my entire quality of life is better.
Mm-hmm.
Like my body feels better. So the more my fitness, if you would, has gone up, the better my body is feeling, and the faster that I'm feeling better after doing a long run or doing something of that nature. My recovery time is a fraction of what it used to be. And being a part of his gym for that year, I was back at it the day after I finished Blood Rock. So I was normal. I mean, washing cars, going to the gym.
We got people commenting on livecast.
The
whole how do you measure fitness? He brought up a very good point. Is measuring fit to measure your fitness is recoverable to do something else again quicker. So I think that's probably your aha moment, as I tell people.
It was.
Yes, because DC started. He's working
18 months now.
Yeah,
almost 2 years.
And he's had aha moments here and there. Just like when he said, when he finished Blood Rock, he was able to do whatever he wanted to immediately because he made his machine better. That's what I want to kind of get into a little bit is why, as a runner, do you need to go to the gym and work out, do the cross training or whatever you want to call it? I'm saying a lot.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Point it out, please. If you are listening, point it out.
Yes. We got Steve and Crystal, and I can't say that man's name.
But so for you, that's what we try to. You've always tried to instill in me from day one. It took a little bit longer for it to sink in, but you've always said it's not how much you lift. It's if you're doing it correctly.
Correct.
Then you're preventing injuries and
incapacity.
Yep. And
we're like, people are like, well, I'm a runner. I'm going to run an ultra. I don't need to do bench presses. Why do I need to push-ups? Well, if you think about it, you get into these shapes. So we're going to build capacity in these shapes. It's like a push-up. You're here, or a bench press, you're here. Okay, when you're done, look, you're in that shape. Okay, so we're going to build capacity to make us more efficient when we're in this shape, when we're moving.
Yep.
Okay, well, so that makes you better as the machine, and the machine is you as a person.
Right, yeah, and everything ties together. Your core, your shoulders.
So we're not lifting or training in the gym so we can be a power lifter. We're just trying to increase our capacity, or
your body's able to be more proficient in the task that it's asked to perform.
Correct.
For us,
itching. I know.
So I was running them, train them to be able to support that extra weight. 10 pounds is a lot of extra weight if you're not used to it.
Yeah, and
if you look at it in that aspect, you have to be able to train your body to be ready for that kind of stuff. And
it will attack all the different energy pathways. We do all 3 energy pathways, and I'm not going to be able to recite them because I can't think of them right now. But everybody says, running, endurance, or whatever, that gets you into a anaerobic state. Well, you have to go through all 3 energy pathways, or the 2, to get there. Well, you come to an aid station, or you climb a hill, or whatever. Well, you're starting over again. Your body doesn't just go into that energy pathway. So if you build the machine better, so you can use all the energy pathways better, it makes you more efficient. If you go more efficient, you get more comfortable going longer. You get more comfortable going up the hills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So it all ties together.
It does all tie together. And then just not only, with the running and everything, it all ties together with your day-to-day life. And that's one of the things when we always talk about this, we wanted to start this because I'm very adamant on just your day-to-day life. When you can wake up in the morning without aches and pains or being sore, or you're at the end of your day, you've worked all day long, you're at the end of your day and you feel better, you feel more alert, you feel like you have more energy. That's why I'm so push that so much, because I think it just gives you a better day-to-day life, and people sometimes they don't think this. Well, I'm in my 40s, or I've got plenty of time. I want to be 65, 70 years old or whatever. I want to be able to grab grandkids at 60, 65 and pick them up.
Or you
play with them. Go to the park. I want to be able to chase them around in the park at whatever age.
Or just go to Walmart shopping and not be in a cart, like in a hover around.
Right, in a buggy. Yeah. Because you have something that's ailing you. You want
to and get it and bring it down in your buggy.
Right. You want to be able to. Yeah. That's the things that I think about long term. I don't necessarily have to be this, high level athlete or anything like that. I just want to be able to perform normal task for a longer period of time. That's what I want.
Activities of daily living. Yes.
That's right.
ADL. Yes.
That's right. So,
cool.
So that's from me. That's my point of view, my perspective.
All right, come on, Moyne. Yeah. And I don't know who that is. Drama Rock. Yeah, I have the other laptop up here, so I'm doing the live cast, and people can comment if you go to livecast.fm. You can ask us questions, comment, send us ugly pictures.
Paloma Blanca runs on Facebook Live. You can go there, and that one is free range. Say whatever.
We got unstable connections here because we got 3 on there. So I'm trying to reconnect. So obviously on the YouTube,
something's not right there. We still rocking and rolling there, right?
Yeah.
We got at least one person. Two. All right. You and who else? 3.
Oh, wait.
We are shooting to the roof. So yeah, Paloma Blanca runs on the Facebook. We do it on live on there. So we actually had somebody behind the scenes help us with the.
And actually behind the scenes, we got somebody we're going to talk to here in a minute that a lot of people in this area know.
A lot of people in this area know. He is definitely somebody that makes me strive to be a better athlete, better person. Like, he has really helped me all around.
Y'all need to.
No, not yet. We will though. But he actually has and I tell him this stuff. I don't hide it from him. But he's definitely a person that I strive to emulate a lot about him. So
we touched a little bit about fitness, trying to make efficiency and all that. I don't know if people are bored with it, but we can bring our guest in, and he can come down and sit in the chair of fame.
We can. So our guest today is 3-time Ironman, and he is Iron Jack Rawls in the fancy leather chair. You can almost see him. Well, he's the shadow behind us.
They can see you much better on Facebook Live.
Oh, on the Facebook Live. So okay,
I'm gonna have to work on lighting if we're gonna be inside. We got the new machine.
Well, once again, guys, if y'all are seeing this, if you've made it this far, it is storming outside in the beautiful city of I'm gonna ruin it, Montevallo. Yeah, see, I knew it. Didn't say it right 2 of the times that I tried. So
he can't help it. He's not from here.
I did not grow up here.
Look, we have to
So there's
sponsorship opportunity.
Yes. So
everybody needs a little Modelo Negra.
That's right.
For the Iron Jack.
Yeah. So Jack, if you'll do us a favor, for those that do not know you, give a little background, if you would, just.
In terms of fitness stuff?
Just like fitness,
Yeah, was, in high school, wrestled some.
Hey, all right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I'll be straight up. I was what you call a fish. The person spent all this time on his damn back.
Yeah.
I was trying.
Wrestlers know what fish mean.
Yeah. So, but this is this is a tale about like how kids grow. So I'm a junior in high school, and I'm wrestling 98 pounds.
Oh wow, yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I think personally, I think I skipped that whole weight, like 98.
Yeah, it's like some people they were that in 5th grade, right?
Or a day,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Or a day.
Maybe overnight.
Oh no, I'm like Jack. I spent most of my high school years at 98 pounds.
And so it's like in the first realization I had any sort of like ability at running, you had to do some like some wind workouts with wrestling.
It was fartlek runs back then, but we called it Indian run, stuff like that.
But we do a time thing, and it's like there's one guy's going, "Bro, what are you doing? You're running a 5:45 mile. Why aren't you on the damn track team, man?" It's like, well, I don't know. It's like I
wanted to wrestle.
It's like it interferes with my smoking, right?
Hey, look, nothing's off board here. Nothing's off board here.
Yeah.
So active, the short story was I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
Got in the military, got out, started college, doing some things, and just see people doing things. And just wanted to be active, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got some. Oh, wait. That's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I just want to be active.
And
so with that, and because I ask, and I've told you, I have a ton of questions for you. Where did the idea to, did you see an Ironman and you're like, I think I can do that, or where did it emanate from?
So that's a good question, because it really comes from, I think, one of the good things my parents did. It's kind of like the bullshit sort of thing. Like say anybody can be the president, right?
Yeah.
Or they tell you like you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I got some amount of that, and hell, I believed it, right? So I pick out some crazy thing I thought I could do with if you didn't kill yourself, you go back and reflect and say, why did I think I could do that? After what you've done a thing, it's and it's not like you're doing. It could seem like you're doing disrespect for the sport, but I was just like, I have a serial events of just jumping in the deep end, right? Mm-hmm. I like that. Let's try that, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I'll bullshit around with like 101. I want to do that, right?
Yeah.
So and with fortunately so far I have not killed myself, but there have been times when I was like, oh, this is
interesting.
This is a problem, right?
Yeah.
Whoa. So
welcome to the fun zone.
Yeah.
When did it?
So I'll come back. So for some reason I started hanging around with these people at a bike store in Homewood. It opened up, Magic City Tri Shop, and got I somehow was drawn to them. So they seemed cool. I liked them. So you want to run, you want to bike, we do some of the things like that. And I got sort of pulled into the circle of people like in the Birmingham Bicycle Club and other things like, just do a run. And it's like somebody there said, oh, I'm going to do an Ironman in Claremont, Florida. I had no idea what that was. They said, don't tell me. It's like, can you swim, bike, and I could probably run. The biking I was trying to do, right? Swimming was like, there was grave danger of drowning.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But I can recall this, and like John Dagnon and Charles McClellan, those guys were people who sort of like introduced me to stuff. Oh. And I can like death, man. It's like maybe 40 miles at the end. I'm like, I'm way off. I want to do with you guys.
And now,
here's what comes in. I don't have that thought.
Sorry.
Everybody, that's not going to work out well for him.
So he's not having fun anymore.
Yeah. So, but that first try, I made it to mile 21 on the run. I got there and said, literally, like people were like, what are you doing? I'm putting power bars on our top tube. Oh yeah, you might have to eat while you're spending all day doing something, right? It's just I've got no business. If they checked, they would not get their damn waiver with some joker like me walking out, because I was like, oh, let's go. Yeah. I got some shorty shorts.
I know how to do all this stuff.
So my buddy, we're going around. It's like all sorts of standard, like I'm puking my guts out, but still like I'd run away from my buddy Charles a little bit. But I got to that point, and it's like someone said, but Jack, you were only 5 miles away. I said, no, I was a million miles away.
At that
When I got
point.
that point, I was not going anywhere other than that damn ambulance that came and got me.
And that was it.
That was, but so you have that remorse and other things like that. I went to the by the time, like the next day, by the time we're driving home, I think I know what I did wrong. That sort of like internal optimism, right?
Right, and your problem solving.
It's like, okay, so yeah, you probably should have like thought about you're going to spend 7 hours on a bike. You might have to eat something during that period, right?
Well, we call it learning experience.
Yeah.
Check. Yeah.
Right. So
now I know.
So trying to think of the best way to put this. So we're going to transition from that. Check that block. Implicit.
Yeah. Well, you can't see that on livecast.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. When did the realization hit for you that, okay, I'm training, I'm starting to see this pay off, and I'm starting to see that I'm faster than a lot of these people. When did that, and not to try to, because Jack really toot his own horn, I don't know another way to put it. I know you're very humble in this, but I've done research. I know how fast he is on the bike. I know his fastest marathon. He is a good athlete, a very high caliber athlete in his day. Yeah. There's a time and a place, and now, right, and now. I didn't mean it that way, but and now.
Speak up.
So when did you start realizing that? Because everybody knows. Everybody knows where they sit in the in the scale.
I have a different sort of like point of view on that.
Okay.
And this is something my wife's like, and we had talked about this earlier. I said, you race in bigger races and things like that, you see people from all over, right? And so you may think you're the shit here in Notasoga or wherever you're at, but I tell you, you go to a big race, you'll meet the shits, right?
That's right. Yes.
And it's like you said, I told him, I said, you can't have a big ego about some old lady passing you, because you get out there, I see some 65-year-old woman like going by. It's like, I got nothing, right? So it's like, I think it's, it's better to say like, man, that's great. Just take joy in watching someone use their talents.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm kind of a plugger, really. I think it's like I had that. I said, you did a dumbass thing there, man. You really did not spend any time investigating it. And so I started doing structured workouts. Actually had the good fortune of Paul Huddle, who's a professional triathlete. His brother is a doctor here in Birmingham, and we had this doing IT support. I met. It's like we started talking and said, "Oh yeah, there's a triathlete now, Paul Huddle." He said, "Well, my brother's a pro triathlete." I was like,
Ta-da!
But
Enlightenment.
Yeah, yes. And basically did some training with him, and literally like doing structured training in terms of your actual performance in your field. Jumped me like, we were teasing. We used to call like good people
blocks. Yeah,
and we'd say like, look at this mutant who can run like a 2:45 marathon at the end of a Ironman, right? Most people can't do that ever.
Period. Right. Period.
Right. Ever. And so it's like, and they call them mutants, right? Because in fact, they're mutants, right? They're not like, they talk like us. They walk around, go to restaurants, but
they're not us.
They got some genetics in there that
they can just do it.
Yeah. And
you just got to acknowledge that. But you get close, but you can improve that, right? And so they were like, oh, Jack, he's trying to be mutant now. But if you put in solid results or solid efforts over and over again, your results are going to improve. Right. And I think personally, you got the guys the people I hang around with are generally interested in improving themselves, right? Whether that is, you got to have some measure of it. Did I have more fun? Did I go faster? I think it's talking.
More relaxed. Was easier.
Yeah. But those sort of things, that drives me. It's like, you get positive feedback. Yeah.
And see, for like me on piggybacking on that, I have learned, especially this weekend, I am a fan of the people that I associate with, the people that my everyday life. Yeah, my everyday life. When Matt finished, I was excited. I had joy like it was his accomplishment, but I was so happy for him. You know what I mean? Rooting him on. And that's what a fan is. A fan is somebody that, you know, if I linked with Jack or Matt, you, and if you guys have an accomplishment, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm with you. That's, you know, exciting. That to me, that's a true fan. I just realized, you know, that I am a fan of the guys that I'm with, and it has inspired me to keep trying to advance.
Yeah,
and that's why, and that's one thing we're starting this. If us bullshitting having beer, if we can get one person or two people to go,
yeah, it looks like fun.
I want to try that, or I would like that. I would like to wake up in the morning and not feel like crap. And
but look, there's no paycheck for what we do.
Not at all.
So
it's
just for the challenge. It's for the enjoyment of the challenge.
Yeah,
that's to me. I enjoy the challenge of something. I'm not going to win it, but you know, just the accomplishment to get into that dark place and then come back out and go, "Hey, that was pretty cool."
Yeah, and and we've really learned that, especially, you know, even, you know, tries, ultra marathons, fight, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
And we talk about, and I'll back up a little bit. I know we talk a lot about the distances that we run, but somebody running a 5K and running that and getting a 1 or 2 minute PR, that effort that they put forth is, you're in the same exact place mentally when you're pushing that hard. Is anything else.
Yeah,
you know?
and just the spirit of it is the same, right? And you're doing something that, I don't know, it seems like it's the betterment of yourself, right?
Yep.
You're going to make yourself more healthy. You're going to do other things that are positive. It's a
great side effects.
Yeah, it's a process. You have to, like, you know, do the work, believe in yourself, get out there and do it.
And it's not just physical, right? It's mental. It's like,
look,
I just achieved this 5K, this 50K or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like, look, I can do whatever I need to at work. I can do this at home. Like, you know, we're not doing this, like I said, for a paycheck. We're doing this to improve ourselves.
Yeah. And then
you guys can have to be a future show where you talk about the addiction of fitness, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I am actually reading a great book right now. It's The Joy of Movement, and it's getting into the chemical process of the brain. You know, people talk about the runner's high. Well, it doesn't necessarily. You don't have to be a runner, but it's a high intensity movement. It's the same chemical process as using drugs.
Yeah.
Right. But you'll sell your house, sell your car, sell your family, whatever, to do the drugs, but you won't for fitness. He's going to the special storage.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me. Anyone else?
So
it's very interesting.
I'm good.
I'm good right now.
You know, and going back, because you said, you know, you're talking about your family.
Mm-hmm.
And with that,
hey,
Jack, when you
support local.
Yeah,
there you go. Local. Yeah, buy local.
My favorite local flavor.
I'm saying buy local, but
the most aptly named beer.
Yes, very simple.
That's right. Good people. That's right.
Good people drink great beer.
Oh, look at that. So, you know, talking about family and all that, how you were still competing in tries and everything. When you started expanding your family, I don't like to do the when you were having kids. When you expanded your family, how did your training change? What changed for you, and were you still able to enjoy the competition as much?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so that's a tough balance point there. And that's the thing that I think I'm most proud of, because I've had friends who like are very good, but they focus on that, you know,
period.
Yeah. It's like, you know, I have a family. It's time when your kids are younger. I just, my saying is if it happened before anyone gets up, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So you get yourself out the door early, you get it done. And the guys I run with now, many of them have smaller children. And I know it's hard, right? And especially when you do something like 100 or an Ironman, it takes a big time toll. So, you know, you really have to have family support and the love of them. And because there are times when you have to do a 15-hour week, guess what? You're not going to be at home, right? And that has generally, if you got a job, it's got to happen on the weekend. So dad's doing this in the mornings and afternoons, and then gone all day Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's a little sketch.
Yeah, so it's like so in those cases you kind of pick your battles, right? You do some, but you can't, if you're a pro, it's a different thing. But if you're like just trying to be a top level one, I really don't know how you stay at a top level other than being a mutant to start with, right?
Right. Yeah. And we had, and we had that discussion this weekend, where genetics plays a huge factor in this, because there are guys that are girls. I don't mean, peeps that are naturally gifted when it comes to physical ability. Yeah. I'm 5'9" and 145 pounds. I am intimidating size-wise.
He's a manly man.
Yes.
Oh,
to scale.
To scale.
Yeah, to scale.
Yes.
At 5'9", 145 pounds, I can train for months and months to dunk a basketball, and I may never be able to do that. Okay? For people that may not remember, I'm an older guy. There was a guy named Spud Webb that played basketball. He was 5'8", and he could get, I think it was elbow, like above a 10-foot rim. Like, he had 5 foot almost off the ground. You can train to perform that, but you have to have some kind of ability to be able, he had a natural ability to be able to jump.
Well, everybody has an athletic ability of some sort.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why one of the things we talk about fitness. So everybody has athletic ability. So we go to the gym or do whatever we do, we're going to increase that athletic ability. So you have baseline, get a little bit better. So that makes everything efficient. So now your baseline's here. So when you try to achieve something, it's a little bit here. So it's just like a ladder. It just keeps going and going.
Keeps going.
Yeah. And it's good to see like great examples of things, but that shouldn't like say, oh, I can't do it like them. Well, yeah. You know what? Only a couple people on the whole planet can do it like him. So that's
right.
That's why they are in the position they're in.
Yeah, but they also do hard work. They spend so much time refining tiny things that we would never even think about doing, right?
Yep.
But the process they do, anybody can do, right? That you get in and do the work.
This might be going south over here. Have you ever talked to an Indian guy? Exactly what does that mean?
I don't know what that means, but
yes.
Yeah,
I run with guys.
Yeah.
So
why? What do you want to know?
Yeah.
What teacher? You ever talk to a little Alabama redneck?
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah. We'll get a mediator. So, how long did you actively pursue tries, and when was your transition? Because I met you in, I think, 2017.
You were at the Blood Rock.
At Blood Rock Preview, I think 2017 with David and Robbie and all those guys. How long had you been running trails? When did you transition over into?
Long answer to a pretty short question.
Long answer to a short question.
Children got older in school and things like that, and people think wrongly that oh man, when I stop dirtying diapers, I'm gonna save so much money. It's like, no. You're spending that money and more on something. It's
something
different. The bigger they get, the more they eat.
It's like it's gymboree. It's like
they need bigger stuff.
Yeah, so now it's like you write bigger checks farther apart, but the amount is like it's not changing. It's like
it's probably growing.
Yeah, it probably grow. So, but like. We had more time, more things like to do with the kids. It's like you gotta, I'm backing up. We're doing,
And so as they got older, you backed out.
So and you run, so you do stuff, and I think that at the same time you're like in your career path, and like more and more responsibilities at work, and and so you let your focus shift, and then you find myself. I'd say, when was Snowmageddon? 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
2014.
That's 5 or 6 years ago. Was it 14?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, so
Millie remembers.
No, hold on. Let me guess. I moved here in 2013. Moved out of that house in April 2014 is the one I'm in now. So actually, end of 2013, beginning of 2014, somewhere in there.
So it's like kind of like go back. Even that's sort of a demarcation point for me because like an event that happened.
Millie.
But before that, it's like. someone like a year or two before that would see me and say, "Hey, Jack, like little Porky there, man." He's like, that's like I weighed 190. I mean, for me, that's the most I ever weighed. It's like
190.
Yeah, 195, something like that. It's like, Well,
that. But I will tell you, it's funny. I never, I never knew that about you. And
but if you don't run, you don't do stuff. It's like,
that's what sparked me as well.
Right.
Is when I got out of the military, I did a lot of drinking and no exercise, and I got up to like 186 or so. So yeah, I mean, I was.
Yeah.
But now you do a lot of drinking and a lot of exercise. Correct.
Yeah, oh yeah, the drinking hasn't changed. I ain't gonna lie to anybody about that. I just do more shit outdoors.
but it's not that so the
like we're just
family
honest,
life on the bus. It's like, but I did not at that time was taking these other things. I just kind of just put it on the back burner, and like it's easy to let things slide, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like I don't want to do it. It's like,
and that's
so
dude, that's so easy.
It's easy, yeah.
But just before Snowmageddon, Baxter, our Wonder Dog, broke my leg.
Yes. I've heard this story.
Would you,
good people,
if you don't mind, I mean, to all, just so y'all need to jump online because we are running out of room. We got like 30,000 people watching, so y'all really need to tell your friends.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. We don't know what's going on up there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going up there. But anyway, if you don't mind, would you actually share that story? Because it is probably one of my favorite stories.
Yeah, it's like it's February something, and took Baxter to the park. He's a puppy, right? It's like a puppy that's weighs 75 pounds.
Okay.
And I let him off leash, which is not against the rules there, but I'm the only person in the damn.
No, let's go ahead.
And it's like, and they're like, I called him back. Hey, Baxter, you got too far away. I thought he was too far away. Baxter, come back. Come running back full speed. Well, he missed that brush and like squared my knee. His head in a gallop perfectly aligns with my kneecap. And like, and so the next thing I know, I'm doing like a helicopter, literally a helicopter. And I land, and I'm looking over at Baxter, and his head's going, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going, holy damn. So we start walking back up, and it's about somewhere that my leg goes like, my knee bends like that in a direction, like in a sideways direction. That I go, oh. That's not right.
Yeah.
It's like anyways, we go and I have a tibial plateau fracture.
Can you let everybody know? Didn't you walk home like a half a mile?
Yeah, but
that's the part of the story.
The story gets better though.
Yeah, I know it does. But it's like let everybody know that he walked the fuck home.
But it's like it's like I really thought I had like ligament damage, right? Because it's bent. I said, okay, I've torn some ligaments. They'll tighten it up. They'll do something, right? But
they can fix it.
Yeah. And it's like, and I call, say, hey, honey, what are you doing? Well, me and Mom were just. I said, well, come over when you're done. Because like I think I was pretty sure I need to go to the hospital, right? But hell, I can wait. So
hi, honey. What y'all doing? Huh? So whenever you get done shopping, I probably broke my leg. I'm gonna be chilling at the house. Y'all come get me whenever I can. I mean, so that's why we call him Iron Jack.
That's why Iron Jack.
One of the many reasons.
Anyway, I was actually more upset to the ER people saying, "Was that dog?" Dog fantastic. Dude, a dog did what I told him to do. Come.
Yeah, he ran back with excitement and enthusiasm.
No, you guys but the sort of thing wasn't bad enough to get a bolt in it. We're getting like
3 days.
Stop saying that.
Yes.
You're gonna get a throat punch the next time. Right?
I think his favorite question is, "Have you fallen?" Well, yeah. Monday, going up yellow white. I did fall.
Monday,
all the time.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Tuesday morning, Red Mountain. Yeah.
So it's like that's those poor people and rules they have to follow. That's like I relish in like tormenting them, but it's so fun. It's like because they expect somebody to answer a question about like falling in their walker or something.
Yes, or I fell down the steps.
So, but
we got.
Get back on track here.
I
started like doing workouts and things, and started running back again. And I'm going to give a shout out to everyone who starts running late in life. You're badass, because if you start over again, you get a feel for it, and you go, "This sucks." Why would anybody ever run? It's like, oh my God. Oh my God, this is horrible. I'm like, and everything hurts. I look, I'm going,
I've been 3/4 of a mile.
It's like, where, what? It's like, and you have some expectations what you did before. I had that. It's like going, no, it's like I'm in hell. What?
Yeah. I'm seeing spots and I can still see the car.
So someone who gets, and so I can realistically see someone who gets on a program that it's like, it's too hard, right? So I love anybody who's like, who hasn't been doing things and says, I'm really going to make a change now.
Well, they eventually get to the point where they enjoy it, though.
I
was that guy. I was that guy for a long time. I mean, I was the guy. I was like gym rat guy. How I got started back running. Not to take the limelight from
No,
Jack.
that's why we're talking here.
Okay, guys used to go to a golf tournament down in Pascagoula. It's like it was a 3-day drinking event. Then golf happened, is what it was. Yeah,
Is it still
can you
happening?
go? It still goes on. Yes.
Okay. Well, just a question.
Yeah.
Did y'all lose a bet? Why are you having it in Mississippi?
That's where the event was. It was Mississippi National. It was a little crew thing going on for whatever. Right. So it was one of the guys, he was in Salesforce, and that's how we started going. Well, me and another guy looked at each other. It's like, we're not in college anymore. We're going out here and we're just like drinking, and we need to do something different. So I signed up for a Warrior Dash, like because Chris wanted to do a Warrior Dash. Okay, so I'm like, I work out. I can do this. Yeah, I used to be a gym rat guy before I got a little more intelligence for us, the workout programming and stuff. Well, I don't know if you've ever been here, but the driveway has a little V right there. And it's what, 1/4 mile? Maybe if you run up the driveway, down the road, come up the other driveway.
Yeah, maybe.
I couldn't do it. Because I was like, I need to start running. I don't know, I'm about to run. I got 3 miles. I got to do all this stuff. I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm dying. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. Yeah.
So in this little stretch right here, if y'all where Mike lives, it's
probably I would say it's
100 yards to the road.
It's a little bit. I'm talking about to the V down here.
Or, yeah.
You come in the road,
200 yards.
So it's what 150 meters, and then you got probably about 30 meters. Yeah, I know. Geometric. Yeah, and then you come back down. It's a triangle. So I'm like doing it. I'm dying. I'm not setting the world record pace at all. So I'm like, how about that? And I didn't like running for a long time. Then I started doing 5Ks. Mm-hmm. Then I started getting comfortable. It's like, hell, I ran the whole thing.
That's if you got a victory, you start doing stuff and it's like doing it, you're out there. And I think people, it's when we hang around and we give someone a compliment, it's sometimes I think they look at us and think we're being like sarcastic.
Yeah.
I'm a master of sarcasm, but when I'm talking to people about that, I'm being sincere.
Yeah,
I mean it's like I love you if you're like you got out and made the effort to do.
We have been there.
Yeah.
People are like, you run ultras, you run marathons. Running a 5. Shit. The first time you did it sucked.
It sucked.
It sucks. It's you have to be. I guess it's hard. I don't know why it's that way, right? It should be flipped over. It's easy. Like it should be like crack or something like that. One time and you're like, you're hooked.
You're good. You're good to go. Yeah. Y'all talking about, telling people that, just I think of y'all met my brother Ron at Pinhoti and everything. Last year or so they've been running. Him and his wife Christy, which loved them to death. They last year did, I think it was 150 miles in 90 days. You had to average about, I think it was 12 miles a week.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And I would talk to my brother, and they would go out and he would, he got the programs and he would do the paces where he'd, start off running 40 seconds, walking a minute, I think what it was, or 30 seconds. Yeah. I mean, he did the intervals and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, but he was getting out running 3, 4, 5, miles, at a time. And I talked to him not too long ago. They did a little event, and it was a team for a marathon.
Okay.
And he did the first leg and had some of the best times that he's ever had. And it all started with that 30 seconds running, 1 minute of walking, and went from there. And I always told him, and he would feel that way when I would tell him, love you. That is all out for this amount of time. You covered this distance, and it hurt. It sucked, but you did it. I don't care if it's a mile.
I'll give you there's a Paloma rule. If you add the modifier just in front of the miles you ran, you get a punch. Right? So just okay.
Yep.
It's like you did miles, you did work. It's like don't have to say only blah blah blah. No, you ran,
and you don't have to do it in a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
that's what people understand. They get so fixed on. Everybody gets addicted to these. They get addicted to their time. They get addicted to their what's the other thing, Strava.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Don't be talking about Strava.
All right, you have right.
We're going to wrestle again.
Your lights are going to drop.
The result will be the same.
You have always, not always, you have this mindset, and you have instilled it into me, and I sell you like gold.
Thank you for that, saying that way. Yes.
You're welcome. Anybody that knows me just went, wow, he said it that way. When we first started coming, you've always said it's about effort.
Right.
It's do not compare yourself to someone else.
No.
Compare yourself to the effort that you gave.
You're looking for a stimulus.
That's right, stimulus.
My stimulus would be different than yours.
That's right. If you picked up 35 pounds doing a particular exercise and that smoked you, that's what you're looking for. Because if you continue to do that 6 months from now, 8 months from now, that's going to be more weight to get the same desired effect. It just naturally occurs that way. So I tell people all the time, associate that with running. If you went for 1 mile and it was everything that you had, it's great.
Yes.
Continue to do that. Look at Pawpaw over there.
Yeah,
his phone dings and he's like, "Oh,
yeah, I need a monocle." So I need a monocle.
How much longer before you start referring to your wife as Mama? Mama, how do I set this timer?
Start.
Oh, yeah, my bad. All right. All right.
You can ask her now. It's like
that's been going on a while.
Yeah.
So
ease out on that, man.
Yeah. It's ease out. Yeah. Ease up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
So for you,
needle pulling thread. He loves.
But on the trail running, it's like come back. So this is full circle thing, and this is why
I have to go visit them.
Be kind to your friends, right? People love you because it comes full. I mean, it's not full circle because this circle's still going. My buddy John Dagnon, who used to babysit me at lots of triathlons, and it was on that initial bike ride where like I was going, probably like shouldn't be doing this. Said, "Hey Jack, see you running some more. Like, I've been trail running for years. You should come out and try this, right?" And went out and ran. We were riding back. We ran back gas, and the first trail race I ever did was in gas, and it Nakalula Falls. But anyways,
okay.
But the first 6 months of running, like I said, do you know anything about Oak Mountain? I said, no, but I know the back of John Dagnon's T-shirt because I'm like, he's taking me on all the trails and doing things like that. And here's again, John Dagnon's in his 70s. I mean, it's a number. He's still out there doing things. He's still racing. Still out there. Mike's got a picture of John on his phone.
So he's deadlifting 155 or 165 pounds, something like that. It's deadlifting that much weight.
Yeah. So but good friend, like we, kind of like the old days. We're like they're telling stories, doing stuff. Jack. I don't know. I may have to stop running with him. He keeps like hitting me with branches or something.
Yeah,
right? But it's like it's fun, right?
Oh, absolutely. Did I ever tell you the first time I met John?
Mm-mm.
So Run for Kids local race. John comes in doing the aid station. John comes in and he has got this scratch, and he's got dried blood all down. I'm like, sir, I've never been. Sir, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I just fell. And I'm like, yeah, but you're bleeding, on your head. He's like, no, it's right. Like he had, and then he took water and off he went. I was like, the baddest man on the planet. But that was the first time I ever met him. And he had fallen and hit his head, but just tough.
Yeah, but he's been even keeled at that for he's stayed steady with.
What oil do you use on your beard scented? All right, Alan. Well, y'all continue on. I'm just reading. We got the phone up here.
Oh, yeah.
What am I watching, Lori? Hey, Lori, you still watching? Yeah.
Tips would you give for somebody that is So let's play this. All right. So we are juvenile. So Jack, if you were going to give, based on your background, what would that be? One tip that you could give somebody that says, I want to start this, whether it is going to see Mike, whether it is, I want to start trail running, I want to look into and compete in a tri. What would be the one tip that would kind of, would it be something?
I think it's like the consistency has got to be the thing, right? If you're going to do a race, you got 4 days of training, and on day 2 it's raining, you don't want to do it. You can't skip that every time, right? And in trail running, we kind of train for like bad weather, and that's it's stupid. The point is like you make a schedule, you stick to it, and if you don't like it, I'll just be telling me like when our kids would start something, it's like, yeah, you can quit after this is done. But you sign up for this. Mm-hmm. We're gonna live through this one. Next time you might want to pick something different, right?
Yeah.
But
you're committed.
You commit, right? You commit, and then you stick to your plan.
You do it. Yeah. You just don't say you do it. You just do it.
But right. I think that's the problem. Like when if you start skipping like your workouts or your plan, it's I guess a combination plan or commitment, whatever you want to say. But you have a set sort of steps to get to that goal, right?
Yep.
If you're not doing your steps, you're not getting your goal.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna walk up those steps,
right?
I'm gonna hit the first 3. Well, then I'm gonna walk in the door. Well, that doesn't work.
Yeah, right. So in terms of that, I think it seems like simplistic, but really that's the simple part. And I think people underestimate the joy you get out of routine. You do. It's like I do this. It's like okay, I notice this. This is like I can feel how I'm working here. It's better today. So listening to yourself on that, you should start doing it early on. It's like you get it, but if early on, you're really not paying attention to it.
And part of that, I have a lot of people that when they come in or they're working out, they didn't feel like it. They didn't want to work out because you can't be a rock star every day. I mean, you're not going to feel great.
You might be hungover.
In my humble opinion, like
no idea what you guys are talking about.
If you do work on days that you don't feel like you're a rock star, I think you actually get more benefit out of it.
Yep.
Because you don't feel good every day. That's why I tell people when we try to do a heavy workout, it's like whatever today is, it could be different next week, next time we do this, because you are going to get a benefit out of it, even if you feel shitty.
Yeah,
I think you'll get a bigger benefit out of it because then when you do get into that dark place or something that's really hard, you're like, well, I've been here before. I mean,
I've been here and I've learned. That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I can do right now at the best of my ability.
Yep.
And period. And that's it. It's simple.
It is simple as that. So consistency.
Well, you're starting off. You can't skip, right? That's like if you start skipping, then it's like you're never getting there, right? So that you're stopping your own progress.
Yep.
You're asking me. That's my
so
simple.
Consistency. You be prepared for days that just aren't the best.
Well, that's the hard lesson. It's like I was up with it couldn't be like we're like abusing ourselves.
I didn't eat like I was supposed to last night. I'm
the baby's like throwing up on me.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to be
accomplish something. Yeah. So you can't just like I'm going to put it up. No. Just
do
it.
Or modify it.
Exactly.
I've even had times where, and I say it's what a dick. The experiences I've had that I have gone out to do runs. 2 weeks ago, went out to do a run. I ran a mile. Mentally, physically, I was done. And when I mean I was done, I had no desire at all to run anymore. But I ended up hiking. I just stopped. I went, and it turned out to be a great day for me. I went up Oak Mountain, if you guys are familiar with it, by the birds, just hiked up that way, saw some stuff, and it was great.
Enjoyed it.
So I enjoyed it. So I could have just went back to the car and got in the car and been like, today was terrible, got a mile, this sucks. Nope. I kept a positive attitude and was able to hike and enjoyed my day. So when I left the park, I left in a positive mindset, and I didn't leave all upset and let it affect the rest of my day.
Look at you, all grown up.
You stop it. Nobody's ever accused me of being an adult.
He's growing up.
Growing up.
Yeah. Look at y'all getting all misty-eyed. They're like, my God.
The two pawpaws.
Look at him.
Growing up.
Oh. So, all right. Well, I think we've eaten up a lot of their time. What do you think, Mike?
We got right at an hour, so that's what we planned on.
That's what we kind of planned on.
We'll have to do better. I know we got the tripod over there, not David. But people do had questions over there, but we didn't see them, so we need to do something better about that.
Well, we have to. If you do that one, we have to set up like another monitor, like someone to answer the questions for us.
Yeah. So
I don't know, dude. That's pretty good. Yeah, the camera does good. It's bright.
It's bright.
Jack looks sexy as shit from here. So okay, all right. So parting thoughts, Jack. What do you have? A parting thought?
Yeah, I was
like, wait. We're gonna call it just the tip.
Just the tip?
No,
well, he already gave just the tip.
Yeah, that tip was like
no, he gave just the tip. So now we've got to give a
full board. He's full board now.
Now, everybody knows, and especially Alan knows that just a tip. You relax. That's it. Just relax.
I encourage people to be like ill-informed Jack Ross is. Like something. If you get interested in something, shit. But you don't know. You don't know. You may love it. We've seen people come out. They want to try like night running, and they didn't like it. Right. Okay. But that's fine. You came out and tried it. It wasn't like you never tried it.
That's right. Yeah.
So just keep your mind open to like new things and look around and say, I think I'd like that. It may turn out this sucks, right? Or you may go, I want to try to be like a windsurfer or whatever.
I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah. So whether it's like quilting class or whatever it is, man, it's like you find it interesting. Don't be afraid to try it. Like keep growing, man.
Yeah, exactly.
How about you?
About me?
Yeah, parting thoughts.
We got a lot of questions about your like beard.
The beard, yeah, the beard. I mean, I do use product now for Alan. Yes, the scent. I don't know what the scent.
Man, just say man.
Man, yes.
Yeah.
Studley man, like wilderness.
Yeah, Vulcan. It smells like
rugged.
cast iron. Smells like cast iron.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know about a parting thought. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Jack wholeheartedly. It's like try something new, and always keep it open to try something new. Just because you don't have to be a runner, you can be a biker, you can be a hiker, you can be basketball. Just always new sports because it will benefit you some.
For me, I challenge, strive to learn something new every day. So not only do I want people to be physically fit, challenge yourself to learn something new every day. Keep your mind sharp. Mm-hmm. So whether it's today, I'm going to cook a recipe that I saw online. You're teaching, you're learning that. I saw somebody sewing something. I'm gonna sew a button on my shirt for the first time. It could be a menial task. It could be something small, but strive to learn something new every day.
Yeah, nuclear fission, whatever, rocket science.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or just what I mean. Even if it's just reading a book, even if it's watching a documentary, you're learning something. Educate yourself
docudrama documentary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's completely different. Tiger King, everybody.
Yeah. That bitch Carol Baskin. Just saying. Never watched it. So, okay. So with that, Any last thoughts?
love you.
Good?
Love you,
Yeah,
people.
we love you, and we miss you already.
And lighting will be better if we're inside again next
As
week.
long as it's not storming.
Yes.
Could have been killed. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Exit. And we're going to say in stream. All right. Peace
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, so like that.
Just watch the shit show behind the shit show.